this like the window. All right, hey, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, before we get started, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Chakodash. Double honors as always, once again, to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who were well. All right, and taught us this truth. Peace, much love, and salutations as always to those for elect. All right, forgive my covers. Just moved it around real quick. But once again, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone who were well. All right, peace, much love, salutations to those for elect. All right, just coming at you with a quick lesson, another impromptu, just flowing through the spirit, Lord's will. It'd be edifying, man. Obviously a lot of things to talk about is January 2nd, okay? The hopeful year of our deliverance and judgment on Esau, okay? And that's exactly shit. Within 2 days, we're seeing a lot of things going on, with the with that event that happened in New Orleans, and then the event in Vegas, okay, with the Tesla truck blowing up in front of it. So these are all things that are pretty much leading up to, Lord willing, our salvation, our deliverance, man. All right, and the times are just going to get worse. Things are going to get harder, and we're coming down that final stretch. All right, and I'll get that something that I always like to quote, Romans 13. All right, in 11, it says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe." Right. So, hey, we and I'm gonna keep going. Matter of fact, because this is the last couple of verses. This is the spirit that we need to be in. Okay, we need to be in that spirit of waking up out of sleep and tapping in. All right. It says the night, verse 12. It says the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let me get the let me see what the NLT says for that. For the night is far spent. It says the night is almost gone. The day of salvation will soon be here. So remove your dark deeds like dirty clothes and put on the shining armor of right living. Right. Okay. Cast off the works of the darkness. So once again, tapping into the spirit, man. Understanding getting more in tune with the spirit, fully understanding what's required of us, what we have to do, making sure you're getting your videos in, making sure you're praying, fasting, studying, okay, and really just the prayer and building up your faith, okay, which is you build up a way to build up your faith too is by showing your works, okay. That's in James. Let's get that real quick. Was it? I think it's James 2. Uh, yep, James the second chapter and 17. It says, "Even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone." And I'm gonna jump down to 20. It says, "But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead." Right. So we show uh we show our faith by our works. Okay. In James 2 and 24 says, "You see then how that by works a man is justified and not by faith only." Okay. So we got to show our faith by our works. So the more that we, continue to put in to the spirit, to Yahweh Shema Shai. And I was talking to brothers about this earlier, and the apostle, I believe it was the apostle Tahar. It was Apostle Tahar. He made mention of it in the video that he did. Okay. Recent video he did. Going into shit. I can't remember the title, so Salakia. If I remember at the end, I'll put it in the description. But anyways, one of his recent videos, he was going into that, how bro's been really, putting out more videos. you know, and especially now. So, hey, the spirit has to kick up because we see within the mere 2 days of the so-called New Year, we see the left-hand side, you know, already pushing, already, you know, putting in effort. So we got to do the exact same thing. Then, and ultimately, that's that balance of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, so Romans 13 and 13, it's the spirit we need to be in. It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. Okay, so we need to be walking through the spirit, man, redeeming the times because the days are evil, as the scriptures say. All right, and that's why them people that was in that party, you know, uh, got their due deserve, if you will. All right, let's see what that word is. That word, Salakia. Let me actually, hold on. Give me a second. Let me make sure that's the actual word. I want to get that word for wantonness. All right. It said, so this is Strong's G766. Is this on? Okay, yeah. I'm going to let it play. It looks like as Elgia. As Elgia.
Strong's G766. That's Elgaya. That's Elgaya.
Yep. That's Elgaya. All right. And it says, this is for wantonness. It says, unbridled lust, excess, licentiousness, lasciviousness, wantonness, outrageousness, shamelessness. Okay, so pretty much moving without any shame, moving in your lust. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. Romans 13 and 13. It says, "Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy." Right. So don't be moving, you know, through the lust, man. Verse 14, it says, "But put ye on the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof." And to myself, first and foremost, you know, we have to make sure that we're straying away from that flesh, all right, from that old man as the days go by. Okay, that's why it says, "Make not provision for the flesh." Okay, and it's going to be tough because hell, we're in the flesh, okay, and we have to go and pretty much deal with this shit. What's that word for provision? Pranaya. Okay, it says forethought, providential care, um, supply. Yeah, so don't give no supply. You know, don't supply the flesh. It's like my English too. Goddamn. Can't. We about to get out of this shit anyway. We about to be fully done with the English language. You be having times your words just be slurring, or not slurring, but you know, getting jumbled up and shit. It says, I don't want to. Yeah, let me Google that real quick. Bear with me 1 second. Get that definition. Yep, the action for provision. It says the action of providing or supplying something for use. Okay, so yeah, supplying. Let me see, giving, equipping, supply with food, drink, or equipment, especially for a journey. So we wanna make sure that we're not supplying the flesh, if you will, so to speak. Okay, we want to be just dealing in the spirit. Uh, what's that say? Walk in the spirit. And I'll probably get this and close. So this is oh shit. Oh, It's in Galatians 5, but I'm gonna grab this one real quick. Was that Romans the 8th chapter? Yeah, let me grab that real quick. And Lord's will, this is edifying. Okay, where is it at? Romans 8. All right, so Romans 8, and I'm gonna start at the top. I'm gonna just read through a little bit. It says, "There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach, Yahushai, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life is Yahushua Mashiach, have made me free from the law of sin and death. For the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh. The Most High sending His own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit." All right, so we got to make sure we're walking after the Spirit, man. Okay, and not walking after the flesh, not being after the flesh. All right, and once again, it's easier said than done, because we are in these we have this what's the scripture speak about, having this treasure in earthly vessels, you know. So we have all this, brothers have all this wisdom, and it's contained in a pretty much a weak ass body. It can't be, it can't, be, fruitful, if you will, in that sense. Lord willing, you receive what I'm saying. Okay, it's not in its fullness. When we get those new bodies, that's when we're gonna know all. We're gonna be able to keep it to the, it ain't gonna be to the best of our ability. We're gonna be keeping the laws 100%, because we're gonna be in new bodies. All right, but for the time being, we got to rehearse the righteous acts, you know, and walk after the Spirit. All right, and Yahushua is that perfect example. He, being in the flesh, was able to conquer death. So we're trying to hit our best, even though we know we're not going to be anywhere close. All right, we're trying our best to follow suit. All right, Romans 8 and 5, it says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit." Right. Scripture speak about no man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life. You know, speaking about being a good soldier of Yahweh. Okay, so we got to be mindful of these things. We can't constantly give in to the flesh. You got to balance out, but you can't be fully entangled within the flesh, man. Okay, verse 6, it says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." Right. The fourth chapter at the beginning, where it speaks about if you keep the commandments, that's the way of life. Such as leave it shall die. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, verse 7, it says, "Because the carnal mind is enmity." All right, so it's against, pretty much is in the opposition, is enmity against the Most High. For it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. That's why the scriptures say flesh and blood shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Shemel Shai. We're not going to be able to inherit the kingdom with this mindset, with this body. This body, it has too much shit attached to it. It pretty much is kind of, if you will, the story, the reason why King David wasn't able to, build the temple. He had too much blood on his hands. So, well, in that sense, hey, our bodies are too tainted. We can't just take this body and go in the kingdom. We got to be renewed. We got to get a fresh body. Okay, we have to be completely changed. In that moment, in that twinkling of the eye, we got to be completely changed, man. All right. And that was it on that one. And I'm gonna grab this, and then we'll wrap it up on there. Galatians 5, uh 16. It says, "This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. Right, because that spirit. That scripture where it speaks about where Apostle Paul, where he's speaking about that uh pretty much that what I want to do, that I don't do. All right, roughly paraphrasing. All right, the things that we want to do, we want to be righteous, but we know through this body we're not able to do it. And then the things that we don't want to do, we end up, fucking around and doing it, man. Okay, so it's a constant battle. You're constantly fighting. Okay, and that's why it says it speaks about putting off the old man. Okay, the war that that you have against the old man. Your biggest, like the Apostle Gabar says, your biggest enemy is yourself. Okay, so it's a constant battle. I'm gonna read that again. Galatians 5:17. It says, "For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh." And sort of like that like they show in the movies. You got that angel and that devil, that demon on your shoulders. All right, it's a constant battle, man. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. All right. Now the works, matter of fact, no, that was it. Oh no, I'm gonna keep going. Salaki. It says, "Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High." Once again, flesh and blood shall not enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So if you're still in the spirit of doing these things, okay, your spirit is attached to the things. That's why 2/3 ain't gonna make it, because they're still in the spirit of adultery, idolatry, fornication, uncleanness, okay, witchcraft. Bitches be witches. Bitches be witches, man. You can't. It's very rare to come across a so-called black woman that ain't dabbled into that shit. Okay, and it ain't just always a Haitian. You know, they known. Levi's known for dabbling in that shit. It ain't always a Haitian, man. All these hoes be doing this shit. Okay, but our people are tied into this through what? Through drunkenness, shit, witchcraft, uncleanness. Okay, that's why them niggas got mowed down the other day in or yesterday, hell, in New Orleans. I think it was on New Year's Eve. I don't fucking remember. Who cares? But you know that's why that shit happened, because you wasn't supposed to be out there, man. We're not in the time. We're no longer in the time of going out and trying to have a good time and things of that nature, man. It's honestly time to just kick back. Okay, it's really just time to just kick back. Whatever you haven't done, you might want to go and take this trip there and that. If you ain't done it yet, it's over with, nigga. You just gonna have to bite that bullet, and you rather you rather be safe than sorry. I'll say that, and that's just my personal advice. For brothers, man. You sisters as well. All right, Galatians 5:22. It says, "But the fruit of the spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Hamashiachs have crucified the flesh." You kill the flesh. All right. It says, "Crucified the flesh with the affections and lust." If we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit. Okay? Let us not be desirous of vain glory, provoking one another, envying one another. So we got to walk in the spirit, man. We got to live in the spirit and walk in the spirit. Okay? And that really could be the title, you know. Live in the spirit, walk in the spirit. Lord, if I remember, I'll change it up. Okay? But that's what we got to do, man. Through this year, okay, with the apostle Hardin this year, it being the hopeful year of our deliverance, okay, and the destruction slash judgment of Esau, Edom, okay. We have to live in the spirit and walk in the spirit. That has to be the mindset that we have going forward. All right, because if we don't, then we're gonna find ourselves tied up in the flesh. And as it said in that what's that in Romans 8:6, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritual minded is life and peace. If you in the flesh, you can't please the Most High. So I just wanted to put that up, man, real quick. Lord's will. This is edifying to the elect, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Hakodash. Double honors once again, as always, to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. All right, and taught of this truth. Peace, much love, and salutation as always unto the elect. All right, you brothers keep pushing this good fight of faith. All right, and don't let no man take your crown. With that, shalom.